Hi everyone, good evening. I just wanted to come on real quick. I haven't posted in a few days and I'm trying to post more frequently. So I had um, I had some pretty good thoughts yesterday. I was in my little room meditating and such, and I was thinking about everything that's happened since I found out just how much of my life I didn't actually know. Um, when you go through trauma and you start to realize that what you're going through, what you're feeling, um, you start to feel lost. You start to feel alone. And especially if you are going through the process of cutting off a narcissist, cutting off family, friends, people associated with that part of your life, even if it's just temporary, while you get sort of your feet under you and you start to do the healing process. One of the best things for you to do is to basically just isolate yourself and to take that time for yourself and to actually like really think about not only who you want to be but what you want to do and where you go from here, because the answer is only up, but you have those moments of loss. It doesn't matter that all you lost was toxicity, and in reality all you have gained is health. I describe my mother as nuclear waste. Okay, she is toxic. She is toxic, and she has radiation just spewing off of her. Now, if you get too close, you're gonna become toxic too. You're going to become radioactive. But the nice thing is, even if those people that are closest to the source of what you're dealing with get too close, get radioactive, the nice thing is, if they can step away for long enough, if they can stay far enough away from the source of the sickness, their radioactive nature, their half-life is short. There is nothing stopping them from coming back into your life. But in the process of needing to separate yourself, to find that safe place, to make those healing steps, you sometimes have to cut off people that are really dear to you. And sometimes it's a very hard decision. You don't know if you'll ever see them again. You don't know if you'll ever talk to them again. You don't know if that's the last time you're saying goodbye to people. And you start to feel very insignificant. And I realized that that is such a powerful word. It's such a, when we start to think about it, when we start to feel alone, we start to think, who's going to be there for me? Who's going to have my back? Who do I have? Who's left? The first thing is, you are absolutely not alone. There are so many of us out there going through exactly what you're going through. All of us have different stories. None of us have the same experiences. But all of us suffer the same. We all feel the same hurt, the same pain. And that's also kind of a blessing, because it means we have a community. We have people. And we're absolutely never alone. We just have to find them. The other thing that comes up is that feeling of insignificance. And that's where I kind of had a big thought. A lot of people, when they start to look at things, they start to explore, even people who find faith, they start to feel so insignificant. You start thinking about the bigger picture and all of the moments in the world, and how I ran into a problem about worrying about being forgotten. Not because I have separated from my family, but because I can't have children. And because of my disabilities, if I were to get married, I wouldn't be able to afford my medications. So I am basically forced to live my life unmarried, without children. And you start to feel insignificant. Like your life is, in the grand scheme of things, it's just a blip that doesn't matter. And I thought about one of the few people that are still in my life, that are still so very dear to me. And I have a cousin, my cousin Rob. Rob, if you're watching, I love you, cuz you are the world to me. And he recently found out he's got some problems with his heart. And, everything should be fine eventually, but, there's been some complications. And made me realize that it doesn't matter how small we are in the grand cosmic scheme of things. It doesn't matter how short, how the brief little flashing moment that we are here in this massive world, in this just unfathomable cosmos. We may be small, we may be brief, but just like a heartbeat, we are not insignificant. We may not be noticed or thought of, but just like our heartbeat, people notice when we're gone.